It's on crazy. It's on crazy. It's on crazy because Munna, Duke, he has a child. He just had a child with Lil Durk's brother's baby mother, D-Thing. Imagine that. It's crazy because D-Thing, he was kind of murdered the same way. He was in a club, one of those hole in the wall. I mean, one of those clubs. Now they say Duke, he was leaving out of her club. Instead of being home, I mean, let me not say that. But these individuals, I guess they love to party, love to have fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun. But it's unfortunate for that young lady. She had 2 babies' father who passed away out there in the nighttime, enjoy the nightlife, and never made it home. It's a terrible thing. I'm quite certain whoever did this to this young man, they know him. I mean, of course they know him, but it was one of his friends, I'm assuming. Don't forget, all these individuals from Chicago, they all know each other. They all went to, primary school together. I mean, they all went to school together. They've been going to school together since, they've been knowing each other since they were probably 9, 10 years old, 11 years old. And when they got a little older, they started, everybody wanted to be the main man. Everybody wanted to be the man, the shot caller in a sense. So it separated the friendship. Everybody separated, but they all knew each other. So that's what's going on right here. You have ex-friends who decide, you know what? Let's go get Duke. A lot of individuals say, you know what? He's from O Block. He's from O Block. Yeah, he's from O Block. But also, they said the incident occurred close by where whatever happened to FBG Duck. Don't forget, the individuals from O Block are the individuals who are being accused of unaliving FBG Duck. Don't forget, Chicago is big and small at the same time. But either way, these individuals know each other. So that's what's going on right there. It's just crazy how the similarity is. Similarity. Back to back, this young lady is losing babies' fathers. Imagine that. Imagine having a criminal as a baby's father, or a thug, or an individual who like to play with guns. Duke is known for going in and out of jail. D-Thing is known to carry guns, illegal guns. I'm just talking, that's it. That's what I heard. I mean, that's what Lil Durk said in the song, He just didn't have it that night. So that's what's going on right now. It's like, over time, everyone from Chicago is just dropping off one by one. Boop, one gone. Boop, one gone. Boop, one gone. Boop, one gone. The worst part about it, hopefully I'm wrong, but maybe within a short period of 7 days from now, a week from now, boop, another one gone. To be honest, I don't see these individuals from Chicago going a whole full month without hearing about another individual being picked off, like boop, boop, by one of their old friends. Imagine that, one of their old friends. I'm just talking. I could be wrong. But either way, 2 individuals from O Block are no longer here. 3 individuals got hit up at the same time. 1 survived, 2 is gone. So sad. I mean, a lot of these individuals, they never learn from what happened to O Block 6. Eventually, all these individuals from Chicago is going to be gone. There's going to be no one else left in Chicago. Imagine that. Fatherless childs now. Even though most of these individuals, they never knew their fathers. Cycle continue. Individuals were grown up because their father was unalived. And individuals grown up because their fathers unalived individuals. Imagine that. Ex-friends. Either way, Duke is gone. They said maybe if he never went to that club, he'd be okay. He was on the north side, not the south. He's from the south. Imagine that. I wonder why he didn't just go to a different state to party. If he had went to a different state, I'm just talking, that's it. But either way, R.I.P. to that young man. So unfortunate. He seemed like such a good person. He really did. Even though In his rap music, he talks a lot of, you know what these individuals rap about. But when you check out his interviews, you hear him speak, you say, wow, it seemed like a good young man. So it's fair to say someone took a good young man away from his family. That's so sad. And it's fair to say the individuals who did this to this young man, they're going to be separated from their families. So you're going to have, wow, imagine that. My dad is gone. Both dads are gone. Imagine that. Where's my father? I don't know. So that's what's going on right there. Lil Durk, he's trying to get out. Maybe, most likely, I mean, the longer he stays behind the bars, is the more he's going to hear about these tragic incidents. I mean, don't forget these individuals about that life, that gang life. That's why it's not so uncommon when you hear about situations like this, because it's a part of their DNA in a sense. Imagine that. Imagine it being part of their DNA where all they do is promote violence, talk about crimes, unalive people, go in and out of jail. Duke was known to go in and out of jail so much. There's a good possibility if he had stayed in there maybe a little longer, he'd probably be around right now. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the individuals who did this to this young man. When will they get caught? How long will it be? I'm just assuming, like I said, this was one of his ex-friends. Little falling out, I'm assuming. They said he was one of the top members from O Block. You know? I mean, how are the individuals from O Block going to feel about this right now? Is it going to start up a war in Chicago? I don't know. I guess maybe there's always been a war. I don't know. But that's what's going on right now. They said the streets are so dangerous. Matter of fact, they said these individuals in Chicago made the streets dangerous for themselves. These individuals unalive people and talked about it in their songs. You know, Duke said he wasn't like that. He didn't like disrespecting the dead because he knew that it's so easy for someone from either side to get hit up and just be talked about. And unfortunately, you know, he joined the list of individuals to be talked about as a pack. It's a terrible thing. Hopefully no one decided to smoke on him, but I'm sure they probably thinking about that. So disrespectful, these individuals from Chicago. Hopefully this young man will get justice. But I have to admit, getting more extra time in life is probably better than justice. But this young man never got the chance to get that extra time in life. His baby mother's gone. I mean, she out here now. 2 baby fathers gone back to back. I'm quite certain she said, you know what, there's a good chance my next baby father, same thing might happen to him. That's a terrible thing. They have to leave out of Chicago. Imagine that. In Chicago, war zone, it might be. They call it Chirac. Imagine that. Battlefield. I don't know a lot. Only thing I do know, you know, Dookie's gone. You know, a lot of these individuals from Chicago is gone. Unfortunately, what a lot of these individuals have in common, they want to be rappers for whatever reason. They want to be known. They want to be famous. Imagine that. Duke said he never had a job in his life. But he loves money. He needs to make that money. Was his fast life what caught up to him? I don't know. We do know something caught up to him, and we do know people caught up to him for certain. They say he was caught up in a drive-by. Him and his friend never made it. I believe his friend's name was, you know what? I could be wrong. I'm so sorry. You know, I'll tell you his name in a second. That's so rude. It really is. You know, but Younggin, I believe his name is. Younggin. R.I.P. to that man. Condolences to his family. Condolences to all these individuals, these fallen soldiers from Chicago who never got a chance to see retirement age. who never got a chance to see most of their children grow up. I don't know a lot. Only thing I do know is crime don't pay, but I see him do it. I see him do it, though. Unbelievable. Notorious trigger pullers in Chicago. I wonder why they want to go to jail. I'm always going to figure that out, try to figure that out. Why do these individuals want to go to jail? I know why. I know why. A lot of these individuals, they're so down and out, mentally, physically, definitely financially. They had nothing to look forward to, nothing to live for. They throw it all away in a second because they have nothing to throw away. Imagine that. Imagine having nothing to throw away. That's unbelievable.